exactly like everyone else, at the end of each year, I'm coming down to my resolution and I'm thinking how I'm gonna make next year better. So, without wanting to deviate from that cliche, I think I've set to do some things in 2026 that I've been meaning and wanting to do for many years in my life before, and I found what I thought and I still think were good excuses not to do. So let's see how we change things in 2026. Now, to put this in context here, I am on my way down to Frankfurt to pick up a super sport bike because I've always wanted in my life to ride motorbikes, and more in particular super sport bikes. And since my professional activity is a performance driving coach for people with cars, then why not try to see how I could transfer my skill set from that to the three-dimensional part, which is the motorbikes, and which is something that I'm really looking forward to exploring. But let's keep that part for later, because there is much more to discuss, and hopefully this is going to develop into a very interesting video series throughout the year to see how someone who has never ridden a bike before but has competent enough knowledge around driving on track on four wheels could potentially develop. I am really curious, and I'm pretty certain that a lot of people out there will be curious as well. Now, to the mission of today. I'm now picking up Ben. Ben, you might have seen in other videos as well. He's helping, he's wrenching with the RX-7 and maybe some videos before that. So apart from a very skilled mechanic, Ben, he used to race in the past, and he's a mechanic as well, as he used to have a motorbike shop, and he was doing this for a living. So with that skill set, Ben is the perfect person to help me with my journey to learn and to explore about two wheels, and I'm really looking forward to starting this journey together with him. And I hope we stay like this and he doesn't have enough of me and he says, yeah, be on your way, you silly coach, and I don't want to deal with you because you are sucking balls at riding bikes, which could be the case. So now let's talk about the bike. I have been looking for the bike since 2025, of course, because this has been in my scope to do. But of course, for a lot of reasons, like I said before, this wouldn't align. And I think that this is now the time where I could find potentially some time with the family and the work to be able to do the work needed and to put the time needed to start developing the skill set. As I said before, I've always been into bikes. I've been drooling around super sport bikes since I was, 6. I remember having my first memory of a Yamaha bike, or I don't really remember the brand, but I always used to go on the HUD of the bike and I used to see the speedo to see what is the maximum speed, and I was like, oh, this bike can do 300, or this bike can do 280, or this bike can do 16,000 RPM or 18,000 RPM. And I was always fantasizing about bikes and so on. So now, what bike are we buying? With the help of another friend who is doing this as a profession as well. He is a coach for driving school at Nürburgring Nordschleife, amongst others, and he owns a silly amount of motorbikes. Thank you very much, Bruce, for helping me sort this bike out. He has pointed me out to a gentleman, Sebastian, who lives in Germany, Frankfurt, and this is exactly where we're going today to pick up because this has been a dream bike for me, and I cannot wait to put it in the garage. I cannot wait. In general, I cannot wait. I am so stoked.